Hello, my fellow unresponsive flappy pedal gearboxes, I'm Mr. Church. Today we're going to be looking at all the new stuff in the Atom Shop. Well, there she is. That's all. That's it. That's the new stuff in the Atom Shop. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Actually, okay, so there is a few more things I'm going to go over, but that is all there is. That's all the new stuff. Is this dog? And then also, there are some other things with it, because this is a bundle, guys, the Junkyard Dog bundle. Every camp needs a good guard dog that doesn't attack enemies. This includes the Junkyard Food Bowl, the Rottweiler, the Rusted Chain Collar Dog, and the Junkyard Dog Player Title Suffix. So anyway, I gotta be honest with you guys, I just bought Rottweiler. They're great companions, even if they sometimes have drooling issues. I didn't buy the other stuff, okay? Why am I going to spend this is $5 of my mom's money on what can only be described as redstone ore that he's gonna be eating on? Why is he eating on it? And why do they keep having, why are the pictures to sell the Rottweiler bundle? Why do they have the German Shepherd in it? Just why? What is this? That's a dead... This, guys, is a dead Blood Eagle attack dog. See how it has this harness thing with a handle on it? It's all rotten? What's going on back there? We don't know what's happening, okay? So I didn't buy that because it looks disgusting, and that's way too much... I mean, if you are going to be building in your camp and you want to be like, yeah, let's put the food out for the guests... There's probably some stuff you could make with this. Like, you could probably make something that looks partially edible if you were, like, making it for your own house, whatever. But I'm not going to get that too much, to be honest. And then also, I didn't get this chain collar either. Again, they're showing it on the German Shepherd in the Rottweiler bundle. That makes sense. Also, this has every dog has to eat. What is that? Sun Tzu says every dog has to eat. Is that what you got that from? Is that supposed to be every dog has its day? And you thought you could just put anything after every dog has, and it would be like a funny little clever thing you said? Or is this something people say? Well, every dog has to eat, guys. Specifically dogs, though. Not every creature of this earth, just dogs have to eat, guys. As I'm always saying, guys, every dog has to eat. What does that even fucking mean? What a stupid thing to say. So I spent an exorbitant amount of money just on the dog only, instead of on even more stupid money on 2 more items, and then a suffix that I'm not going to be using, because that's what comes with the bundle. Usually I buy the bundle, even if I don't want any of the stuff in it, just to show you guys what it looks like. But this situation, what is there really to look at beside, you know what I mean? Like, it's a collar, and it looks like this. I'm not going to buy it. I have to draw a line somewhere, guys. I have to draw a line somewhere, and it's $5 slop for the dog to eat, you know? Anyway, that's fine. That's pretty interesting. Now, before we continue further into the video, very, very important. This fucking egg. I have been asked many times in my video comments where I got the Easter Bunny mask, okay? And this is how you get the Easter Bunny mask. You have to claim these free eggs. There's going to be a different one for 6 days in a row. You claim them all, and the last day, you'll receive a free limited time item, okay? Now, it doesn't say that you'll get the Easter Bunny mask here, but they already said that that's what the limited time free item is. I don't know why they don't say what it is so that people know what they're actually trying to get here, but it's the Easter Bunny mask. Here's something cute that happened to me. So obviously, I've had this on PlayStation for probably since 2020 or whenever it first came out. And I've been wearing it ever since then. So when I started on PC, because I also play on there occasionally, and it came around again. This was in 2022, and I managed to get all but one. I actually, you can see this is the one I didn't get because I didn't know what was going on at the time, and I missed the first day. So I claimed 5 out of 6, and I was like, well, that really sucks. I'm missing one, and I can't have the bunny mask on PC. And that was in 2022, okay? And so last year, because it had been 2 years and they hadn't done it again, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make a support ticket and I'm going to ask for it, you know, because I have it on PlayStation, which they can see. Our accounts are connected. If you want proof of that, the backpack that I'm wearing in this video was something that I got on all my accounts when they did a Twitch promotional thing. Because my accounts are connected. They know my accounts are connected, and so if I have an item on one, that was a free item that doesn't cost them anything to give me, to prove that I was showing up for it, to claim the things, and I have all but one of the eggs. Can I please just have the bunny mask? And the response I got was, we cannot transfer items from one platform to another, because you know how I asked specifically not that in my email. I said, hey, I have all these things. I got it on PlayStation. So can I please have it on PC? Because I have all but one egg and I have it on PlayStation. Okay? And it's a free item. Doesn't cost them anything. And I just need the fucking head. Okay? And because like I'm not going to play on PC because it's not on brand. I can't be on brand. Anyway, so they said, we're unable to transfer items from one platform to the other. Because I had forgotten, this was my mistake, guys. Because I had forgotten that one of the requirements for getting a job working for Bethesda was just not being able to understand basic tenets of human speech. And not being able to read, okay? Because like if your job is to read support tickets all day long, I think that it would actually be detrimental if you could actually read. So let's make sure we can't do that. So thanks for wasting both of our time, since you didn't actually read that. But you did take the time to like reply to it. Okay, so thanks for that. That's very helpful. And so some people might have been like, no, I'll try to continue having this conversation. I was like, no, I can't waste, like we have a limited amount of time that we're going to be on this earth. And by the way, thanks for spending it watching this stupid ass video. That's really nice of you guys. Thanks. And I'm not going to spend it arguing with someone who can't read. Anyway, so that happened. And I've been infuriated ever since. But now I can actually get this Easter Bunny mask immediately. Well, I got the Easter Bunny mask. No, I didn't, because now I have to wait till I think I might have to wait till the end of the week to claim it. I don't think I have the Easter Bunny mask. Like if I log in now, will I have it? I don't even know. Alright, so let's see if I can make it now, because I should have all the eggs now. What am I doing? Oh, I need to go to craft, headwear, Easter. There it is. Let's actually make, I think, 100. I just did that for a joke, and I regret it immediately. But the good thing is I'm now wearing 100. Am I actually wearing all those? I think I'm wearing all of them. I don't get it. Anyway, this is amazing, guys. This is great. Now I can actually play on PC, like I'm not going to, but now I can. Anyway, this is a special thing you get. Sorry for ruining the surprise, but it's not really great if you've been looking for the mask and then you don't know how to get it. So, but that's how you can have it. That's pretty good. So yeah, get all the eggs, and you too can look like me. Ka-chow. Okay, well that's great. And also let's look at the military surplus bundle. So this bundle has the Army Base Floor and Foundations, Undetonated Bomb, Army Base Kit, Ground Military Vehicle Set, Air Military Vehicle Set. Wow, that's great. So I want to point out a few things about this thing. These little items here are actually really good for clutter, especially for like toys or whatever, on shelves and stuff. If you're looking for like little floor decor objects, these are really helpful for that. The undetonated bomb The rad barrels are giving you a clue here, but you can actually interact with this and it'll give you radiation, just like the rad barrel does. It's a very little amount of radiation, but it does do that. Now, this is one of those special moments where we all have to kind of sit back and really think about, like, what happened, okay? Because as far as I know, like, getting an education was, like, mandated by the government. Like, I had to go to school, right? And so, like, I had to learn, you know, just like normal, like, basic things. And I believe that that was really helpful in my life personally. And it's really tragic to see that some people haven't had the opportunity to have a good education. And what do I mean by that, guys? Well, here's how we're going to sell one of the best looking exterior walls in the game. We're going to show just the inside of it. We're going to show only the inside of it. You can't see what any of the pieces look like. That's great. No windows or doorways either. You don't get to see what that looks like. Because why would I actually want you to spend money in the shop and like get it, like make us money for the game, so like we don't have to keep doing all these ratty underhanded things to make money, because we could just like sell you stuff that's actually cool that people would want and like show you what it looks like, because then when you would look at it, you're like, oh wow, I think I want to get that because it actually looks really cool. No, that's stupid. Let's not do that. In fact, let's put as little effort as possible in and make them go out of their way to like guess what that might look like. Oh, this is the inside of a wall, guys. You're going to put wallpaper on it anyway. This is the second time they've done this. They did this with another set a while back, and I couldn't believe it. I nearly lost my marbles. And I don't have many left. I got to be honest with you. Anyway, so if you guys want to know what this looks like, it actually looks really good. This is the army base kit, and you'll miss it in the fine print if you just like skim through it, because what the hell is this picture? But this wall is really cool, and also these walls work like the brick wall in the game, where if you break them, you can remove the support from underneath them, which is really helpful if you don't have certain other walls that do the same thing. This one is really nice, and it does that. So it can be helpful when you're building, and also when you stick stuff through the walls and stuff, it's good to not have the model in the way. So it's a really good kit. It's one of my favorites, actually. I don't like the big black chunky trim around here for the interior. It looks terrible because the wallpaper doesn't cover it, and so you just have these chunks. I don't like that about it, but the exterior, especially if you're just like doing like a one-story building, is really nice looking. I used it in this build when I made the barber shop, and I think it looked really, really good. I like how it turned out, and yeah, this is in that kit, so if you like were looking for that, there it is. Now this is a Junkyard Welder bundle. It's obviously a bunch of return items. That's why it says new right here. Same with this. These are all return items. That's why it's new. And so that's fine. And we have this fetch thing, which you can buy for gold in game. I don't think it's the rusty version of it, but it is the same exact thing. It collects the same stuff. Now, if you buy the one from the item shop, you will, of course, be able to place it with all your characters, whereas if you buy the one for gold, I believe it's from Samuel at Foundation, you will only be able to have it on that character. So there is something there, but if you really want this really badly, there it is. There's also this weird looking outfit, like it could look good, but instead it looks like you put some glue all over yourself and rolled around in your grandmother's jewelry box. So in fact, I don't want it, and I don't want to even think about it too much. This is a power armor skin. Have you ever wanted to know what it looks like to have metal shoe boxes on your shoulders? Look no further. We have the Junkyard power armor paint, and doesn't it look good, guys? Please. Now let's look at the Helvetia Easter Camp Bundle. Now what this is, it has nothing to do with Easter, and so what we'll do is we'll put the word Easter in it, because it's almost Easter, and we keep getting flamed for putting stuff in the store the week after the holiday is over. So this time we're going to think ahead of ourselves, and we're just going to really do this. It's going to be great. So we have, of course, what is the Helvetian cabinet display case. Doesn't it look cool? And the heirloom blue porcelain doll, the Helvetian Lodge sign, the Helvetia camp kit, Helvetia wooden door, Helvetian fence set. No, this is the Helvetian window canopy. My bad. This is the Helvetian fence set. My bad, my bad. And this is the Helvetia porch kit. This is obviously the wooden barrel. And this is the caged rabbit. So some stuff I want to point out about this is the doll. This is sometimes sold in a bundle with 2 other dolls for a much lower price. And so if you want the doll, I'd probably just wait around for that. Sometimes it comes into the shop around Christmas time, you know, for the Halloween holiday. So I'd probably wait around till, I don't know, the 4th of July or whenever, you know, because this nothing says Easter like a creepy porcelain doll, am I right? Now the bunny shares the same whatever as the chicken. So if you already have the chicken, you can only place 1 of these at a time. They both collect poop. I mean fertilizer. That's what it is. It's poop. So if you want this to make poop, you can have this. It's gonna be good. These barrels are actually really nice. Now you wouldn't know it because they have them floating on the side of this hill here. See how there's a shadow underneath it? That means there's space between that and the ground. So the way it works is, in real life, if you have an item and you set it down, the gravity pushes the item downward until it's just like fully resting against it. Now it's actually really weird. The mass of the earth is so great that it actually like pulls stuff towards its core, okay? There's a lot of energy, and that's what's pulling us into the ground. That's why you're stuck down. You can't fly like you always wanted to. And so what that means is, like, if this was a game that was trying to mimic reality, you know, so like we have fake grass, we've got fake rocks, because we're trying to pretend that it's not a game where, like, it's trying to be immersive. We're immersed in it. So we also want to pretend that there's gravity as well. So then what we have is levitating barrels. Anyway, this is a display case. You can display stuff in it. I showed this actually a couple of weeks ago because what they're doing is they're just kind of like randomly just mixing random items in, calling it new because they bundled it differently than before, and then they're selling it over and over again. This is the Helvetia camp kit, and I don't like it. And the Helvetia porch is the red shit. You know, I don't like it. What's that? I'll tell you what that is. That's a window canopy. The Helvetian window canopy. There's a couple of different versions of it. And what you can do is you can just jam one right there for literally no reason. Against all better judgments, let's shove that there. Yeah, these are the other looking ones. Oh, there it is. That looks good. That looks really good, guys. What if we have a chunk on the side of one edge of the porch? That would look good. And here we have are these other kinds. You can like shove these against the wall and stuff, and they never go down. And when you try to put them on the wall, they like are tipped side. You know how sometimes wall decor is like, it's like tipped sideways a little bit, and one edge is tilting into the wall more than the other, and the other side is like floating out from the wall. That's what these do as well. Really fun to work with. This floats. It doesn't sink into the ground, so you have to find a really flat spot, or you can have the barrel situation. This door doesn't have anything on the inside, including a doorknob, let alone these things. It has nothing. It's completely barren, no doorknob. That's all you get is this little dot here on the outside. But that's fine. Other than that, pretty good bundle, guys. Thanks for pulling this together for Easter. Wow, I'm really in the Easter spirit. He has arisen. No, he died on the cross for this shit. I think we're going to go to the greatest hits now. Here we have the weekly Deathclaw barbecue bundle. If you didn't get it the last 17 times it was in the shop, here you have it again. Do you really want me to look at this again, guys? It's the same stuff as before, all that stuff. Wow, hope I can get that. And then it'll stop showing up on my thing. Maybe that's one of their new marketing tactics. They'll put a bundle in here so many times that we'll just buy it, just it'll go away. We don't have to look at it again. That's actually brilliant. This is the Brotherhood field station. This is a weird prefab I never use because it looks weird. And yeah, because it is weird. These are my melons. Actually, so this is the chalkboard letter kit. I really like it. This bundle, though, doesn't come with a basic chalkboard. It only comes with this high-tech chalkboard, which I think looks pretty stupid. And we have this. This is one of the oldest Atom Shop items in the world. And that's why it's like just one picture of just that, so you can see what it is. They added this to the game around when they had survival servers, if you want an idea of how old this item is. But if you don't have it, that's pretty cool. I think back in the day it was pretty nice to have that because we had like 2 other things we could build with. But now we have better options. I would say it's definitely lower on my tier list. I would say these wooden boards are pretty cool. This actually comes with a small board as well. Because I think it's, yeah, haunted house window boards. It's actually, this is one piece, and it's like wide enough to cover those wide windows. But then there's also one that's like this big, and it's like, it looks more natural. It's like a couple of boards back and forth, you know? And that one is the one that I use usually, so that's why they have a picture of the other one that's worse to try to get you to buy their stuff. Anyway, the haunted house boards are actually pretty good. That's why I actually own them on PC where I don't own anything. They're actually really good, especially if you're making like junky stuff. This is a DEF CON sign. I'm never going to speak about this ever again, because after I did last time, everyone said I was wrong about something, and I just can't be wrong about stuff. That really ruins my street cred. So I'm going to refrain from speaking further about DEF CON, no matter what number it means to have it where. Who cares? Who cares about what DEF CON it is? I don't even care. What does that mean? Let's move on. This will give you a strength buff if you pick character preset 1 or 2 or whatever this guy is, and then just go into the game to get a picture, you can actually get a strength buff immediately by using this, so that's really great. This is the playground bundle, so we have this, which you can't build anything in because it pops up through the ceiling, and your character barely fits inside. We've got this, which I see those at playgrounds all the time, personally. There's Billy right there. They took his milk money, put him in an iron cage. You know how it goes. You know how it goes, guys. And then, of course, you have this thing that you can ride on. As a cow, you can ride on the bull. What? Anyway, I've seen people do some interesting merges with this, and I don't want to speak further, I'll get demonetized, but we have this Wavy Willard's round deck table. Now, if you want to place anything on this table, sorry about that. If you put it there, it'll pop up on top of here. What you have to do, if you want to put stuff on this table, is put it up here, and then drop merge the stuff all the way down to here using a pressure plate. So that's pretty fun, really nice to work with. I enjoy that. This is Blue Ridge Power Armor paint, because that is probably something that they have access to. This is a tool shed. This is actually not a bad prefab in my opinion. One of the things I didn't like about it is that it's up on this big chunk of concrete, and I would have preferred more of a like a junky shack type of vibe. Of course, I did get a lot of people coming after me because I said that in my video, and whenever I have an opinion that people disagree with, I'm an idiot. That's fair enough, guys. I understand that I'm not allowed to have those anymore. That's fair. That's fair enough, guys. I apologize. I apologize. So anyway, with all due respect, this is pretty bad. It could be better if it wasn't on this chunk of concrete. I just think that if you're gonna have a shack this crap, why would you have a concrete foundation that nice? It would be more immersive looking if it was a bit rubbish. And if you disagree with that, that's totally fine. Now, what is this a picture of? I guess it's a picture of the inside of the shack. Who knew? Now, one thing about this shack is you can actually, there's a little thing on the back of it you can hook up to a generator, and it'll power any lights that you hang inside of it, which is pretty cool. And it does come with this really cool door that I really like. So that's something to think about. For only a little bit of money, $350, I would honestly get this just for this door. Genuinely, it's a really good door. If you compare that to like this door, which they're selling by itself for $500, a door that's pretty good for $350, not bad, not bad. This is a really old Atom Shop item, and I've had it this whole time, and I've never used it. And that's a really good way, by the way, to get stuff locked up in your camp. I don't recommend snapping any stairs to it if I were you. It's really junky. It's cool, I guess. Like, there's definitely stuff you could do with it. I just have never used it, and I like scrappy builds. It's just like kind of limited with how these holes are in it, what you can really do to it. But 350 is not a lot for like a pretty large prefab. So if you like it, it's there. You can have it. This is weird. Hellcats. Because if you were the Hellcats, you're definitely going to write your logo like that, you know? Thanks, Mom. And then is that what it actually looks like? Hellcats? Does it actually look like that, guys? I'm not joking. Is that what their logo is? One second. Just gotta Google the weather or something. Images. Oh no! Oh, anyway, the weather is gonna be pretty. I'm not even gonna dignify this by clicking on it, okay? And over here in the special area, what? Did you guys see that? I was in special, but it was showing me this stuff. Anyway, over in the special area, we have, of course, the daily free stuff, which is 250 caps. That's really going to come in handy. And we've got, oh, there's a little Helvetian Hideaway, rustic Helvetian Hideaway bundle. And so we've got these horrifying people again. And this is the Helvetia window door. The rustic Helvetian camp kit. Helvetia nightstand stash box. Red tartan wide curtains. Red tartan long curtains, Helvetia bedside lamp, Helvetia dresser, rustic Helvetian camp porch kit, hand-carved skin, black powder rifle, and the red tartan curtains. That doesn't look hand-carved at all. This is a picture of the inside of the Palace of the Winding Path bundle, so that's why they have it in this bundle showing all this. Anyway, yeah, so that's good. This is fine, and then this is, of course, that white contemporary camp kit, the white spring. I don't remember what it's called, but it's not any of the things in this bundle. I kind of like this lamp, not bad. I kind of like this, not bad. This is the. What are we looking at right now? The nightstand stash box is this. The bedside lamp is this. Okay. So, guys, this has this. Okay? This is the Helvetia. Where is it again? I lost it again. The dresser. This is the dresser, okay? This bundle does not come with this bed or these lights. Because there was originally a bundle that had this and then these items in it. And so that's what this is a picture from. It also came with this floor, I think. That's not this. This bundle doesn't have the bed. That's why most of this picture is showing the bed. Because, you know, then you'll buy it because you'll try to get it. So this bundle doesn't have the bed in it, but it does have this dresser, I think, and this nightstand. And then this is a pretty nice door, actually. I really like it. So that's stuff that you could get. And then we have the high-tech computer array. This is the daily offers or whatever. So every single day during the week, they're going to update this, and there's going to be a new item here for 50% off what it normally is sold for. And they're going to have a different item every week. They always put out a list of the items that they're going to have, and I'm going to put that list on the screen, and then using your imagination, you're going to just make up in your head what those items will look like, so that when it comes time to buy it, you'll know exactly if it's the thing you've always dreamed of or not. And that's what that is. And then we have, of course, on Fallout First, they put this thing again, because you know how they put it here and then over here as well, like they keep doing, for no reason. So that's good. That's nice. Anyway, that's pretty much all there is to it, guys. I really hope that you are able to make some funny decisions today with your money, and that you enjoy doing it, and it brings you some type of like feeling, pleasure, maybe down. No, I'm gonna give a huge shout out and thank you to my patrons and channel members for your support. If it wasn't for your support, I wouldn't be able to be wasting money constantly left and right on overpriced dogs from the item shop. And I really appreciate it. If you're interested in supporting the channel in that way, the link for that is in the description. Also, I stream on Twitch. There's also a Discord, and the links for those two things are in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video.